felt like it was like I was taking a mirror and watching myself in a mirror. And then in the mirror, instead of seeing myself for face value, I was seeing myself for all the things I've been trying to hide, or all the things that are ugly about me. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayomi JM, and today I'm here with a little cozy book review. I have my office candle lit. I have my coffee black because I ran out of oat milk this morning. So the book I'm reviewing today is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I literally just finished this last night, and I have this gaping hole in my chest that I can't exactly explain. So hopefully throughout the book review video, I'll be able to come up with a concrete understanding of what does actually make me feel. So Conversations with Friends follows protagonist Frances and her friend, her BFF and ex-lover Bobby, who are 21-year-old college students, and they meet a semi-famous writer and actor couple, Nick and Melissa. And Frances begins having an affair with Nick, and all the while we're privy to Frances's inner monologue, right, and everything that she feels. And they go on vacation with this older couple who are in their early 30s, and there's an inherent power dynamic between them. And we see how the impact of Frances's social class, her family background, her relationship to Bobby, her best friend and ex-lover, and Nick all play a part in this kind of unraveling that Frances is facing. So Sally Rooney's writing is inarguably beautiful. Beautiful writing. She's so intelligent, and her writing is so stripped down and so plain, and that really does pack a punch. And I think that in the past I've heard people say don't read Sally Rooney, it's overhyped. And I believed it. I didn't want to read Sally Rooney because I was like, it's overhyped, it's white girl books, that kind of thing. And then I read Beautiful World, Where Are You? Because I loved the cover. And I absolutely adored her writing. It didn't make me feel things in the same way that Conversations with Friends made me feel things. However, it just made me feel something. Conversations with Friends, the reason that I feel myself and other people feel so deeply with this book is the way that Sally Rooney writes realistic female friendships. The fact that Bobby and Frances were in a relationship, Bobby broke up with Frances, and they have this really codependent relationship, and there is a power dynamic inherently between them because Bobby is from a wealthy family and Frances is not, and she's basically scraping by, and she's there on scholarship, etc., etc. And you have Frances entering these lives of these wealthy people who money is not an object for, and just her observations are so precise, and it trigger warning for self-harm or self-harming tendencies, but Frances tries to come across as this cold, emotionless, aloof type of person. And usually when someone is aloof, as myself, they have a really rich internal world. And you can see how her lack of expression has manifested in inflicting harm upon herself. And in some ways, I see her relationship with Nick as a form of maybe not self-harm, but self-sabotage, because she does know that Nick is married, he's not good for her, she's having sex with him in his wife's house, at his wife's party. These are things that are happening, and she still chooses to do them. And the ending of the book truly blew my mind away, because I won't spoil it, but it was just wow, human beings are doomed to repeat their old patterns. And then we have the character of Bobby, who is this from Frances's perspective, because again, Frances might be an unreliable narrator because everything is from her point of view. Bobby everyone's enamored by Bobby's presence. Everyone loves her. She's smart, she's witty, she makes friends with everyone, and Frances is a little jealous of Bobby, but has Bobby on this pedestal where she's constantly internally comparing herself to Bobby, thinking of what to say, thinking of how to say things, because she knows she's trying to get a specific reaction or trying to avoid a specific reaction. In a lot of ways, Frances is really self-absorbed and selfish, and we see that she treats Nick in the same way, like he can do no wrong, or I'll communicate with him to elicit a certain response, not out of honesty of being open, but to get a response out of him, to make him mad, to make him jealous, to make him this. So Frances is that type of person, and we can see that she's deeply, deeply hurt. And when we're given this backdrop of her family life, you see that amplified a little bit more. You see where this stems from, and you see her relationship with her mother and her father and how it's strained, and she's looking for other people to kind of be an authority over her. And there's this passage I really, really loved, and it says, "I looked out the window at the station. I had the sense that something in my life had ended, my image of myself as a whole or normal person maybe. I realized my life would be full of mundane physical suffering, and that there was nothing special about it. Suffering wouldn't make me special, and pretending not to suffer wouldn't make me special. Talking about it, or even writing about it, would not transform the suffering into something useful. Nothing would. I thanked my mother for the ride to the station and got out of the car." I have never, my heart has never beaten so fast reading a paragraph in a book. That paragraph was so profound to me, and I think maybe I'm hyping this book up because I felt like it was like I was taking a mirror and watching myself in a mirror. And then in the mirror, instead of seeing myself for face value, I was seeing myself for all the things I've been trying to hide, or all the things that are ugly about me, or all the things that are disgusting. And that's what makes this book so grotesque in a way. It's that it's deeply, deeply uncomfortable when you see something that reflects yourself, but in a negative way. And I don't relate to Frances on every single level. I haven't had an affair with a married man, but a lot of her relationships to people and her obvious unraveling in this book, and then her diagnosis of a chronic illness, it's just, how is someone supposed to react to these things? And I think I don't think Frances lacks a self-awareness necessarily. I think she's very self-aware of her behaviors. So that's why this book has such a profound impact on me. Beyond the beautiful, absolutely beautiful writing, the characterization of Frances and her relationship with her best friend Bobby and her relationship with Nick, the parts where she's pining for Nick and he's not the best person in the world, but she's kind of deluded in a way to view him as this amazing guy, and that hit home for me. So I did give this book 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know what could have given me the 5th star. It made me feel so many things